M0FXB Xiegu X6200. Finally, the module is available that connects to this plate on top of your Xiegu X6200. It's around £55. You do need the latest firmware 1.06. Once connected, a little blue logo appears on your radio. So on the right hand side here, you can see the module connected. It does also go to the USB-C, and I'll show some closer pictures now. So it looks a very well, very well made unit. Solid metal, has a BNC connector, SMA there. Let's take a closer look. And it will turn your X6200 into a wideband receiver from 54 megahertz to 1 gigahertz. So that's quite an expansion, but it is receive only, and when it's connected you cannot transmit. These are available for purchase now, and I will put the link in the description. So we'll just quickly scroll down the listing. This is a nice picture because it shows in detail how you connect this device. So in the kit you do get everything you need. You have this SMA connection from the box, which is bolted down through the top with these two turning knobs. So you will be removing the plate and this will take its place. So it's quite a little chunk there. SMA goes to the BNC, then your antenna is going just here where it's marked antenna. Then it is a powered unit, so we've got USB going to the host, which normally you can add things like a keyboard and a mouse, etc. So it doesn't affect the audio side of things. It's just a place to power the unit. So that's, once connected, the blue icon appears on your screen. And I've been looking at some of the specs, and it will allow you to listen to 2 meters, 70 SEMS. It looks like narrow FM, but the proof is in the pudding. Let's see how well it does that. Just show you a few more close-ups here. I mean, I like the fact that they've made it a nice, nice solid looking device, because the X6200 is. Now I can't see that it will connect to the X6100 because there's special firmware that's been made for this, but who knows what they're gonna come up with. But it does say it's for the X6200. So these are the specs that I'm seeing just in their brochure. So let's have a close look. 54 to 88, 88 to 108, that's broadcast. 108 to 200, that'll get your airband. 200 to 300, so 220 megs. 300 to 5, 500. Yeah, 300 to 5 is going to get us our 70 SEMS, and it is showing here AM, NFM, SSB. And then 700 to 1000, so now you're going into military bands and all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely an interesting one, because that Xiegu unit as a wideband receiver, just with this module on top, and you can pretty much listen to everything. For £50 odd. Now that's a big plus. So in the kit you can see you get the main unit, the Allen key, the 2 bolts there. Also the USB-C to USB-C, and then the BNC to SMA. So it looks like you're going to be able to connect this in seconds. We actually have, I noticed that Ham Imports have loaded up the instruction manual for this as well. This is the box it comes in. Instruction pamphlet here, and I'll try and find the actual download for this. But once connected, you have a blue logo on the screen, and then you just tune as normal. I'll just read some of the lines here. It says, after being inserted into the groove, use the matching thumb screw, connect for WR12 component and the X6200 host, connects the rig port antenna, connect the USB, connect the antenna. After the WR12 component is connected to the X6200 host, according to the connection method above, a blue WR12 logo will appear in the upper right corner of the X6200 shown in this figure. The way of selecting frequency: use the X62 handheld microphone or rotate the large knob. Working states: when the frequency is below 54 megahertz inclusive, the WR12 component is in shoot through state. Okay, when the frequency is higher than 54 megs, select the WR12 component function. The host is a prohibited transmission state. Parameters: design working 54 to 1000 megahertz. Okay, and then it shows the specifications, the packing list, WR12 is an extended component of the X6200 which is internally equipped with frequency converters with good sensitivity, linearity and adjacent channel immunity. It can down convert the wireless signals to low intermediate frequency signals and transmit them to the X6200 host, increasing the received bandwidth. Installation steps. There you are, just screw it in. So, yeah, okay. I mean, it is a beautiful transceiver, and once you get your settings correct, as you can see, it decodes FT8, it decodes CW. I don't think it transmits it yet. Well, the FT8, although with the X6100 it can with this bespoke firmware R1 CBU. But anyway, that's what the X6200 looks like. The price on it is actually quite reasonable now. Of course, we've got the new FT X1 coming out from Xiegu. This is mine now. And let's see if I can turn it up, see if you can hear anything. Really, it needs an extension speaker, I would say. But, you know, it does what it says on the tin. It's built-in tuner. This one actually covers airband. I've tested it, and I do think you have to tinker around a bit with the settings and the mic gain. If you're not getting much transmit on yours, go into the mic gain settings. I haven't got the WR12 module yet, although I've just ordered it. No regrets with mine. You think this thing, I think about £600, aren't they? 667. Well, when we get the FTX1, that's going to be at least £1,200, twice as much with no tuner. And this will work. You take this out on the site, built-in battery, and the battery is removable on these. There you are, removable battery as well. See a few German stations there. And we don't have to have this device here. Let me just remember now. See if I can change the screen. I go to setting. Let's have a look now. Of course, it's been a while. Display. Waterfall. It's not touchscreen. Let's change the colour. Right, that's more like the icon colour there. And then we don't have to have this oscilloscope. We can get rid of that. I want to see the oscilloscope. There it is, audio scope. Turn that off, exit. We get the full screen. And then to get these, to sharpen up these trails, you need to go into those audio settings and sort of tweak around with them. If I put an external speaker on, that sounds a lot better. I mean, it's not busy at the moment. If we do the tune, hold down. It's a G5RV on there at the moment. It's quite quiet, that tuner, really. There's a few there, isn't there? Bit of a pile up, really. So thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Let me know if you are planning on buying the WR12. I've just bought mine. I think it's a must-have if you've got a Xiegu X6200 and I wonder if us hams can make better use of it with other transceivers, because they took their time releasing this, so I feel like it'll be quite good. Someone calling there. And remember, it's got a PTT on the top. Not sure what power. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo QRP. Shouting at a distance. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and you know I'm always the first to give the best news. And I want to thank Ham Imports, because I did find the news from their listing on Google. 7.3, all the best.